This ad is sponsored by Blue Vodka. Blue is all-natural, fruit-infused vodka-based liquor. It's bold, delicious, and dangerous. Please drink responsibly.
This is iLLANOiZE Radio with Biko, Illinois Jones, and Pretty Riot. Going down right now.
Yo, Rick, you did it again, my dude.
Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your girl, Pretty Riot. You are now in tune with iLLANOiZE Radio, just like you do every Saturday from 4 to 6 p.m. Let me give a special shout-out to our new sponsor, Blue Vodka. It is dangerously good. You feel me? I don't know what platform you're listening on, whether it be Apple Podcasts, Spotify, SoundCloud. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. And if you're watching on YouTube, subscribe and click that bell so you get notified every single time we post a video, because why would you ever want to miss a beat with us? Jones, you feeling good?
I feel good off this Blue 42. See it, hi. Come on, Biko.
Right. He's a mime today, guys.
Yeah,
he's having some technical issues
with his lungs.
Right. So
as always.
Right. We bring you some of the illest guests
in the city
and globe.
And right now we have the home girl, Sweats by Stu, in the building. How you doing?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm great. How was your travels there?
Pretty smooth.
Did you come from far?
From the store.
Oh, so yeah, you came. Yeah.
Oh, congratulations on the
travel.
Thank you. I actually have a new store.
You got a new one. Where's it located?
It's going to be on 75th and Cottage.
Oh, in the heart of the hood. Yes. Bringing money back to the hood.
That's right. We officially got the paint done today, and we're going to open the doors Father's Day weekend.
Ooh, fresh paint job.
Okay. Clap up for that. Y'all let me on, man. Look.
It's lit.
It's definitely lit, man. For you to be doing this and succeeding and been doing it for like 5 years, right?
5 years.
Like, where did Sweats by Stu, where did the idea come from?
It's me. Like, it's about how I dress, my personal style. I've always been like tomboy chic kind of girl. I never felt like I needed on heels or a tight dress or anything to get attention in the room. I just always been like a sweatsuit girl, jogging pants. I'll even go sneak to the men's section, get a small jogging suit out of their section, throw a heel on with it, swag it out. So that's where my brand came from. I just wanted to, make custom sweatsuits and dope sweatsuits, and that's where I started. I got into T-shirts at a later date. So.
Did you play any sports?
I ran track, actually, when I was in high school.
Okay.
Cross country, yep.
Cross country? Now look, man.
And I was good.
I shout out to all the girls that could run, because my asthma do not allow that.
I still like running to this day.
Me too. I run every morning.
I don't run anymore, but
I thought you said you still like to run. I thought you meant you still.
I'll be wanting to.
You be wanting to, but you don't do it.
Yeah.
Cross country, that's deep though. A lot of people don't know what that really means. Cross country.
Yes.
Like, you really running.
And I did it for 3 years. Yeah.
Is that where the inspiration comes from the sweats and all that? Yeah,
it's just like being that sporty girl that still is have a girly side to her. Mm-hmm. It's like, I always felt like, what about the girls in the middle? Like, it's either, you dress down or you dress up. Like, what about the middle girls?
Man.
That they we in between, To
be comfortable and
cute
at the same time. That's dope. That is dope. A lot of people, I read your bio, and I noticed that you're the daughter of the guy who made Leaders.
No, Corey Gilkins made Leaders. My dad is he is a creative director for Leaders, and him and Corey are brothers. So it's they're together.
Okay.
But, yep.
So that's in your blood, fashion is
yes,
in your blood.
My dad was he worked in fashion my entire life, and he was a buyer for Reebok, for Finish Line, basketball buyer. So he did that for 5 years. He was at Reebok maybe 2 or 3 years. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So how did that influence you, in your brand, just being around him and seeing what he do?
It tremendously influenced me. Like, I grew up going to meetings with my dad, going out of town, basketball games, watching him dress the players, us being on the floor. Like, I have so many experiences with him then growing up and just coming into my own and always liking fashion and getting fresh. So I just took what I saw in my dad and mixed it together, you know, and made my own.
And what's some of the advice he gave you that you just stand, like principles he gave you once he found out this is something you was doing? What's some principles and morals you like stand on these right here?
Be original. He's real big on that, originality. Doing stuff that was never done before, that people might judge, they might talk about, they might not mess with at first.
Right.
But then, you know, they gonna run with it eventually. So he always preached be original to me. And save my money, which I'm so bad at that, but I'm getting better. Yeah.
What's something you like you overspend on us? You know?
Yeah, I go crazy in the stores, man.
So what's something like you really like spending your money on that you can't really control budgeting?
Like shopping. Like, I just like clothes.
Like for yourself?
Yeah. Anybody.
Who's somebody you dress?
My mom, my friends, I'll buy them something in a minute.
Oh, and just swag them out?
Yeah, be like, dang, I seen this. It's dope.
Being in Chicago, and you know, it's a lot of streetwear that's coming up, and we're influencing the culture not just in Chicago but outside the city. How does that does that motivate you, and how does that make you feel?
It does. It's very motivational because I look at my father, Corey, Zoe, Al, Joe Fresh Goods. The list goes on and on. You look at people like that and you're like, Vail, you know, success. Like, you like, dang, that could be me in 10, 15 years. But I could be doing more.
Right.
You know, like at the rate that I am now, I could see me having 2 or 3 stores in different cities and states because that's my goal. So I just feel like anything is possible.
Being a woman, because the first 3 or 4 guys you named was men.
Yeah.
Being a woman.
They're usually all men.
Yeah. So, like, how does that make you feel being in a male-dominant thing and still making room for yourself and making a name for yourself?
You know what? I like it. Like, I feel like I'm like the princess of streetwear. Like, it's not a lot of girls that do it for the streets. Like, my brand is really geared toward the streets. Like, you know, in my bag tee, Chicago girls hustle harder. Like, it's for black people. We hustlers. It's this for us, you know. This for my people. So I feel like we all a family, you know, and in a sense, I am like one of the only girls that have a streetwear brand as big as, you know, what I've become. And I love it. You know, I take in what everybody doing. I take in everybody advice. And I just want to build from that. And I just want to be greater as the years go on. I can just see myself, you know, having an RSVP, having something like that, like a streetwear boutique, you know?
Right. Look, man, I just, for a black woman doing her thing in streetwear, you know what I mean, I applaud it. I see a lot of women, when they get their stores, they go to boutiques, they get the dresses and all that. You really did the streetwear, and I'm like, yo, that's dope. Because I like seeing women in joggers. I like seeing women comfortable in gym shoes, but, you know, fly.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? I definitely...
Because you can get fly and you can get sexy in a jogging suit. It's super possible. Like, I'm going to be dropping more sweatsuits, cutting sew stuff for the women. That's going to be real dope.
Look, man, y'all don't go nowhere. Pretty Ride.
What's up, Jones?
Don't go nowhere.
Where I'm going to go?
I don't know, but don't go nowhere.
She can't get up.
Right.
Don't go nowhere. Man, stay tuned, man. We're going to get some dope gems right here on iLLANOiZE Radio via Logic Radio.
Make sure to check out the Ill List playlist in which we provide you with the latest tracks we play live on our show. Head over to Spotify and search iLLANOiZE Radio to follow our playlist as well as follow our podcast. Now let's get back to the show.
Welcome back to iLLANOiZE Radio. It's your boy Illinois Jones, and like always, I need y'all to tune in to us every Saturday from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. right here on iLLANOiZE Radio. That's iLLANOiZE Radio. You can go to illinois.co. You can go to YouTube. You can go to Spotify, iTunes, your mama house, your grandma house, anybody house to find us, man. Shout out to Blue Vodka, and we got the homegirl Sweats by Stu in the building still with us.
Yes.
What's poppin'?
It's busting.
It's busting. How you drink? Your drink good?
Yeah, this vodka is actually really good, and I'm not a vodka drinker. She got the blueberry liqueur. I'm a tequila drinker, and this is pretty smooth vodka. I like it.
Hey,
yeah.
Hey, shout out to Blue Vodka.
Yeah.
Okay, so I kind of want to go back because you and Jones was vibing in y'all conversation, so I didn't want to cut you off. So one thing I really wanted to ask you was, so you stated that your dad used to take you on business trips. So I think it's important for kids to travel, but for you to be traveling to different cities, but also learning like techniques, like how do you think that really like influence how you run a business?
Well, I think seeing things in the forefront, of course, makes you know a little bit more, be ahead of the game. Just for the simple fact, I was like hands-on with a lot of things that my dad used to do. Even when he was a buyer, he would do his work in front of us. You know, I would go with him on the weekends, and I would be around him, and all the spreadsheets of the shoes would be out. You know, he would show me what he's doing, the margins for the shoes, stuff like that you wouldn't learn in school. You know, stuff that you would need to know hands-on. Right. So I think it's helped me a lot, just really for products, not for like business. Because back then I didn't know anything about really running a business. You know, I wasn't thinking about that, but to know how to bring products about, that's something that I always stuck with. Do
you feel like that made you real comfortable when hopping in the game? Like, did you kind of feel like, I know this?
I did. Absolutely. Because I've always loved to dress since I was a little girl, like on top of my dad. So it's always been genuinely in my heart. Just because your parents do something doesn't mean that you will have that bug.
Facts.
My brothers and sisters do not do this. I have brothers and sisters, so everybody don't get that bug. I got the bug, though. Like, I literally love this.
Facts. That's decent. So do you feel like so since you were very comfortable in it, like, do you feel like that helped you with rolling everything out just because you were pretty much just so confident in your product?
Yes, and also being able to speak with my father and ask him, how should I come out with a brand? What way should I drop? You know, those are things that I ask my father, the big stuff, you know, like really tedious stuff, like what should I put on this shirt or whatever. We have those conversations every now and then, but for the most part, I don't even be needing, like, advice a lot, you know, unless I feel like I'm iffy about something. But that's what I call him for, like, the big stuff.
What's 2 pieces of advice you would give to anybody looking to start their own brand?
I would absolutely say if you don't love what you're doing, do not do it. If you're doing it because you want to make money or you think that people that make clothes get money, don't do it. Like, I go broke to this day for this, and it makes me feel good. Like, it don't bother me to go broke and get somebody $2,000-$3,000 to do something for me because I know I'm gonna make my money back. And if I don't, I'm not gonna be mad about it. You see what I'm saying? It's because it's a passion. So if you don't have that passion, don't do it. That's my number one advice I tell everybody. I do this in my sleep. I do it when I'm broke. I do it when I'm happy. I do it when I'm sad. So if you're not going to do it like that, don't do it at all.
So.
And my second piece of advice is have a team. It's important to have a team. It's important to get people that love you, respect you, to help you. Don't be afraid of help. Don't be afraid to go to someone, ask for advice, or if you want to do a collab, you feel like this going to help your brand, tuck your tail behind your legs. It's no pride, you know. If you want to get something done, you need a solid team. You cannot do a lot of stuff by yourself.
Thanks.
So I have a lot of people behind the scenes that help me day in and day out, and I really love and appreciate them. And, like, whenever I get something, I share it and I bring it to the table because that's what it's about. It's not just about me. I'm doing this for my whole family, my friends, and my success is their success.
That's love. That's beautiful.
Now,
I wanted to ask you, you know, I noticed you went to college to be a nurse, but then you later dropped out. Was that to focus on Sweats by Stu?
No, it really was to focus on me. I was at a point in my life that I was really lost, and I didn't know which way I wanted to go, but I did want to create revenue and a path for clothes, but I didn't know which way to take it. So I didn't know if I wanted to be a buyer or if I wanted to make clothes. That wasn't even, like, in my head at the time. I was really just thinking like corporate. You know what I'm saying? Like, because back then it wasn't what it is now. So everything was like, how would I do this? Like, how would I start this? I would need a lot of money. So I was never thinking that. So I did have an internship for Ralph Lauren. And after having the internship there, I moved to New York and I stayed there. And after studying fashion with them, then I decided that I can have my own brand, like after I learned what I learned at that internship.
So what was the turning point for Sweats by Stu? Meaning, when did you know, okay, this brand can be big. I can make this a big brand?
I knew that since the day I started.
Okay.
I never had a turning point. I knew since day one what I wanted to do. I know right now what I want to be in the future, what I want to drop, and the elevation I want my brand to become. It just takes time. It takes blood, sweat, and tears. And I just have to, like work on my timing. I don't want to rush it. I'm cool with the organic, turn up. Like, I want to have my levels level out. I don't want to rise and then fall.
Okay. I guess the best way to say it would say, I would say, when did you see growth?
Okay, growth. I see growth. Well, I saw growth when I decided to move back home to Chicago. I was living in Houston 2 years ago, and I was making probably about, I would say like $2,000 a week, and probably 90% of my sales, 80, I might be pushing it, were in Chicago, Illinois. Like, literally. Everybody that was ordering stuff was in Chicago. I just now started getting like Atlanta, Ohio, New York. Like, a lot of those people order stuff from me as well now. Jersey, I've been seeing a lot of them lately. But majority of my sales back then were all Chicago. So, of course, too, feedback. I was coming home doing pop-up shops, and the feedback was amazing. Like, I would sell out everything. I would go home and I would have nothing. So I'm like, they really want this. Like, they want this merch. So it just made me be like, it's time for me to come back home, And that was the turning point for me. I packed up my stuff, got my car shipped, and that was just like my goal from the time I got back to get a store.
So, would you ever make scrubs for nurses?
I would. Someone, you know what? A few people have asked me about that. I actually have a few customers that are nurses, and they asked me about that.
I mean, I just brought it up because you said you was in school for nursing, so that'd be dope to put under you, like scrubs.
And I want to go back to school. Like, I literally have been paying, and I said that I'm going to take a few classes, and I'm actually going to get my degree in nursing. I'm going to go back, and I'm going to finish, even if I want to be a nurse at 44,
Yeah.
I get bored.
I was about to say, 'cause you can always use it.
You know what I'm saying? Like, why not?
So I like how you said you went to New York and did a internship with Ralph Lauren. That's not an opportunity that a lot of people get. So being that you've traveled to different places and were able to work like in New York and then be in Houston and like learn that environment, how do you think that influenced how you sell to people? Because obviously different markets of people, I think, like different things, or you appeal to them differently.
Exactly.
So then being in different cities really, I don't know, like teach you that?
Yes, it made me very well-rounded. I've traveled a lot as a kid. Like, I was being put on planes, like, as a kid, like, shorty, like, name badge on. So, on until being, up until being an adult. And you just kind of, like, take in different styles. You see, even me living in Houston, like, a little they twang, we might think it's country, but a little stuff they do could be hot if it's, if it's altered a little bit.
Right.
So New York, they have amazing fashion sense. So everything that I learned from there, I just kind of took it and remembered it, or, just really thinking about them as a city as a whole. Like, if you think Sex in the City, it's geared toward fashion,
That's true.
So that's basically what I did, like, just bringing it all in one.
And applying it to everything.
Exactly.
Okay.
Like,
so fast forward to you being, back into Chicago now. You've been here for 2 years. I've been seeing you everywhere, just as far as like the pop-up shops and stuff like that. Do you get tired of doing those things sometimes?
I don't. I do not get tired of pop-up shops.
I know, because I know we brought
love
Rick
them.
through, and he said he was tired of them. He said everybody. Well, I don't think he
love
really said he
them.
was tired of them, but he's like everybody doing pop-up shops.
Yeah, I don't even pay them no attention. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even be paying them no attention. Like, certain stuff, I might look at it and I might be like, they crazy, you know, but I don't really let it bother me, I guess I should say.
Right.
You know?
But is it still necessary to do a pop-up shop when you have a store here in the city?
Absolutely. Absolutely. You don't know what people you're going to be around. A store, someone has to come to your store. They have to know you. So what about the people that do not know you? Like, someone asked me yesterday, they doing a league, and it's going to be in Madison. He asked me to do a pop-up shop there. I don't know. I know 3 people that live in Madison. You know what I'm saying? Like, so why not? Like, you don't know who you may touch. Right. You don't know who you may meet, and it's for networking. It's not necessarily to sell the product. Pop-up shops everything is not about money, and that's what people need to realize. It's about being around people, networking with people, meeting new people, opening new, doors necessarily, like, so you can touch different people. I don't want to just have customers over east or customers in the suburbs. I don't want just customers in Chicago. I want people wearing my stuff everywhere. So that's just a part of it. Like, I would love to go and start doing pop-up shops in different cities, Atlanta and Houston and, Miami.
You did a pop-up in Atlanta though, right?
Yep, I did it for Chicago invades Atlanta. I'm doing it again this year. But then I want to start in Houston and different cities of my own, like actually have my own pop-up shop there.
Okay.
And like get people that are from that city in my pop-up shop.
Right.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
and
dope.
network with those people and build with those people.
Oh, you're super smart. You're super smart.
Yeah, she dropped a lot of gems.
She dropped a lot of
interview.
gems like that. Yeah. I ain't no fashion. You make it look easy, but it's hard. It's hard.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
Look, you pointing at her like that's your
man, like it's a lot. That's why I need our help.
She got your back.
It's a lot, man. I forget so much. Like, I have 2 phones.
You
iPad.
trapping.
I got 2.
You trapping the fashion.
Yeah, man. I be getting shirts sending an Uber. Like, it be real for me.
Are you one of them?
Hold on, time out. Hold on.
And
You
she
put shirts in the
real.
Uber?
She real.
Yeah.
You could do that.
It
Just
gets
let the
real.
Uber
Hold on,
driver
time
know.
out. Hold on. You call the Uber and be like, "Huh, take this."
Had them come out.
Free local UPS FedEx for the low. Oh man. That's
You
wrong.
gotta do what you gotta
need
do.
to do a collab with
look.
Uber. Get you a
Look,
promo
you need
code.
you need to trademark that. Because look, Uber Stew. Look,
Nah, for
they gonna watch this video. They gonna watch this video, hear the audio.
They gonna be delivering clothes.
Delivering
For you. Fashion Nova gonna steal my idea.
Oh my mama, you
I was
better
about to
call
say,
it.
right, don't
You
say
better-
that.
Look, we gonna wait to
Fashion
put
Nova.
this out until you have your meeting with Uber. You feel me? Then we gonna put out. This is gonna be a commercial. It's gonna be the commercial.
Organic.
Today, Ill Talk today was about dating someone in the same career field as you. And would you be able to do that?
Absolutely not.
Why not?
Because I'm all over the place. My timing is terrible. I need a more structured person to be with. Like,
You need a 9-to-5 person.
not necessarily a 9 to 5,
Just not nobody in fashion.
but yeah, not someone that's doing the same thing as me.
I feel like a
don't-
better question is, would you date a creative? Because I feel like essentially,
Yes.
regardless of
yes.
what it is, I feel like creatives low-key live the same life in
I
the sense
would.
of like the scheduling.
Exactly, because you don't necessarily have to make clothes.
Right.
You know, you could be a tattoo artist, or I get what you're saying, like
Yeah.
that. Yeah. So I would.
Okay.
I want to read a tweet you had put up not too long ago.
Oh,
You said,
man.
She know what tweet it
yeah,
is.
hey,
too.
no, I know
Oh
she
man,
don't.
it's the Twitter.
It's just I noticed you go crazy on Twitter. Like, is Twitter one of your premier priority platforms you go to?
I don't know. I wouldn't say that, but I love Twitter. Yeah.
Okay, well, let me get into this tweet. It says, date nights are so important when you're in a relationship. Take off the bonnet, auntie. Go get cute
bonnet.
and go out with your Negro, your niggas. So, with the ill talk question, I wanted to ask you, what would you consider a perfect date night?
A perfect date night would be, I absolutely have to go to dinner because I'm always hungry.
I gotta eat. I feel it.
Yeah, I have to eat. So we would do dinner, and then as cliche as it sounds, I don't care. I still want to do dinner. Dinner and maybe like a movie, or what I actually love? Comedy shows. So that'll be smooth. In Houston, they have a spot where you can eat and drink at the comedy show. Now, that'll be super smooth. But we ain't in Houston. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, go to the Laugh Factory.
We actually going to get into a quick music break, and we'll be right back with Sweats by Stu.
Make sure to check out the iLLANOiZE playlist in which we provide you with the latest tracks we play live on our show. Head over to Spotify and search iLLANOiZE Radio to follow our playlist, as well as follow our podcast. Now let's get back to the show.
I feel like I have to ask this to everybody fashionable that comes on the show. What is a staple piece that you feel like everybody should own? And you can't say jean jacket because that was already the answer before.
I still don't have a jean jacket.
Some army fatigue.
I got that. I got that. I'm a No Limit Soldier.
What?
I told you.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm sad of you.
How you think we feel every week?
Yeah, I'm sad of him, G.
Every week.
He said he a no limit soldier.
That's exactly what he
Ben
said.
said, I thought I told you, though. Remember that?
I hear Pico listening to it all day today.
I feel like the 90s.
What?
That was hard, though. They was hard. Pete.
Nah, they was cold.
Pete was like, "Baby, get your mind right. You can't come on a track like that and not turn up. Come on, where the real niggas at? Over there. I'm in the shower like this in the crib.
I'm not even gonna lie to you. The first CD I ever bought was Game Face by Master P.
Damn.
Not even gonna stunt.
Turn up.
Dang, that's a gem.
Look. Well, we got Sweats by Stu up in here, and that's what's important. So, for it's the summer, and I know you got a summer line coming out. What we should be expecting from you, as far as coming into the summer.
A lot of cut and sew stuff. I'm getting into more of the sweatsuits again. So it'll be a lot of sets, even for men. The shorts with a hoodie or shirt to match. So same thing for women. Also swimwear for women. And then I really been working on kids kind of hard. I've been like keeping it to myself. But I got some stuff coming for the kiddies too.
Okay. I need a onesie. I got a couple homies.
Okay, Joe, turn this mic off. Talking about a onesie.
So
you too big to be walking around in a
I said I got a
onesie.
couple homies who got some baby showers
Oh,
coming
my
up.
bad. I guess I should have let you finish.
Yeah.
I thought he was talking about he wanted a
I'm thinking
onesie.
about doing like a I don't want nobody to steal my idea.
Now we're going to sit off camera, but, she making baby clothes.
Yeah. Nobody steal my idea.
Look,
But I got something for y'all.
Okay, so I do got a random question. I remember a while ago, I seen you on Twitter, I think with two other girls, you guys were like writing a book. Mm-hmm. Did the book come out?
It did.
It did?
Brittany the Brand. It's my friend. She's really dope. Yeah, she's really dope on Amazon. She's like a top seller. She drops a lot of books on Amazon.
So what is it like? Like you're multifaceted. You know what I'm saying? Like you could put an author under your belt now. So what is it like being able to touch so many different realms as a woman?
I just think it's amazing. I just think it's about actually coming into your own and like really realizing what you like and what you're passionate about, and then just like running with that. I like writing. I want to write a book eventually, like about my story and where I've been and what I'm doing, but I just think writing is important as well, like even if you praying or you writing to get something off your chest, sometimes it's just good to write. You can't always talk to somebody about things, so writing is always a good way for me to let my thoughts out, especially being a artistic person. Sometimes
do you keep a journal?
I don't keep a journal, but I do put it in my notes in my phone.
Gotcha. Okay, that's kind of the same.
Yep.
That's kind of the same. You getting your thoughts out.
So tell us where the news store is located at.
It is now. This is.
Oh, you
terrible.
really got 2 phones?
Yeah, I definitely.
And
have
your
2
phone
phones.
screen raw. Not to be nosy, but you got just a female hand with a bunch of money in it. She's swagged
Yes,
out.
it is 748 East 75th Street.
Okay. Chicago know where that's at.
It's right off Cottage.
Okay, now I
So
know
you
where
gonna
that's
keep
at.
both stores open at the same time now?
No. So, Solar Salon was something that we were doing while we were sitting on this store. It was always a stepping stone for us. A lot of people didn't know, but all of our friends and everybody that's around us knew that this was just a stepping stone for us, but we didn't want to, put that out in public.
Broadcast that to everybody.
So once we found a location, we just was working on the location this whole entire time while staying at Solar, because what we're doing at Solar is week to week. This is not a month to month or a year to year thing. These suites are rented out to anybody that wants it, that's in fashion or, in the hair industry and makeup, and all those different people are in there. So she's going to get us replaced within a week. You know what I'm saying? But we're not in the game to make other people rich.
Facts.
You're in the game to get rich yourself. So it's always about ownership. You know what I'm saying? It ain't really about where you could be at and how good it look. Like, is it yours, and how much money are you making at the end of the day?
Talk your shit, sis.
Right, yeah,
Talk
she said
your
ownership.
shit. It's
So what's
about,
like-
Ooh, I'm
what's
gonna
like
drink to
the-
that. I'm
about-
gonna drink to that.
Yeah,
For
you
real.
drinking, shut up. No,
Yeah.
I'm just playing. What's like the fashion version of like owning your masters? If you understand my question. Like, is there like a
The
version
top
of that?
tier. I would love a warehouse. I think that's like,
That's dope.
you made it.
That's
Yeah,
when
when
you
you got a
boom.
warehouse,
Yeah, you made it. Like Milano, she made it. Like, she has
Yeah.
a whole warehouse. Like, that means that her sales, do y'all understand how much money she's making?
Yeah,
like,
'cause she
if
gotta have
needs a
somewhere to house
warehouse,
all that stuff.
Yeah, like, that's deep. Like, that's a lot of merchandise.
Yeah. Can't keep
I'm
it in your
selling
house.
out of 100 tees and I can't believe it. You know what I'm saying? A week, I can't believe that. So imagine having a warehouse. She walking through and it's like a block full of her stuff.
Yeah,
That's
dope.
That's dope.
That's
Yeah.
dope. Shout out to
That's
all the
a good
women out there
answer.
doing their
Yeah,
thing with
yeah.
warehouses.
You got a master's, you got a warehouse.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a different avenue.
Hey, that's dope. That's dope.
You gonna have you a warehouse and we gonna
Absolutely.
Right, we gonna speak it into existence. With
Absolutely, I'm gonna have a scooter through that one.
be. I'm gonna be screwed. I'm gonna be like, yo, we got it. We in here. On the real, the grand opening of the warehouse. Jones will be in there, celebrating on the real. What else, anything else we need to be looking out for and look out for?
you. Any fashion shows coming up?
Pop up shops.
We having a pop up shop in June. We just changed the date to end of June. Check my page out. So yeah, we're having a luau pop up shop. So we wanted to do it like more when the summer came, which is funny. We're bringing this up, but the weather sucks right now.
Right
Yeah, it's
now,
on
yeah.
and off. It's
Yeah,
confusing.
Mother
yeah.
Nature
So
got
we
the
canceled it,
seasons
and then
on
we have
shuffle.
the store opening. So it was like conflict with that. So we decided to change the date and like we're gonna give them a summer vibe pop up shop. Give out some drinks with me. It's
Hey,
always
get them
drinks
some blue
involved.
vodka.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
gonna bring
give me some blue vodka through,
We got
so
you.
we can make some fruity drinks with it.
We got you.
Yeah.
We definitely got anything else you want to let the people know? Any shout outs, anything you wanna?
No, just come to the new store. Come visit me. Don't ask me for no discount.
Period. How do you feel about that? I know that's so random. I know we got to wrap up, but like, does that really grind your gears? Like, do it be like random people asking for a discount, or do it be people you know?
Yes.
Does it upset you more when it's people you know or random people?
You know what? It don't upset me. I just treat them. It's not upsetting at all. We're just gonna get this cleared away. When you went to Gucci, whatever they have on, I just picked that right out. Like, where'd you get that from? Oh, Adidas. Wasn't that 153.04?
Oh, you know the exact text.
Yeah, that's how you gotta do them. They be like, dang, yeah, they was. Yeah,
And you want to ask me for a
For discount.
discount?
this a $40 shirt. Like,
Hey, true.
come on,
You hit
man.
him $40.
Come on, man.